Happy Friday, Audra.
Happy Friday, Molly. You awake now?
Yeah,
I'm awake. It's a good song.
It is a good song. That's an instant mood boost.
Absolutely.
And Friday plus walking on sunshine.
Exactly.
We're hooking it up today.
We
Hey,
are.
everybody. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're having a good day wherever you are. It is a good day here in Arizona. You are officially allowed to be jealous of wherever you are because I'm sure it's cold wherever you are. So you're allowed to be jealous of me now instead of pointing and laughing at me in July.
What's it like today?
It is 75 degrees and perfect.
Nice. Well, welcome, everybody. We're excited to do our Friday Wins Live, and we have a very special guest today.
Oh, we are so excited. This girl, I should say girl, this woman is, first of all, she's brilliant and she is so much fun. She's accomplished and she's just fun to be around. And we're really excited to introduce you to her.
Yes.
So
I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about her first, and then we'll bring her on, right? Because we don't want to embarrass her.
No, we don't. I don't think she's easily embarrassed, actually.
Well, her name is Charlotte Croog, and she has 15 years experience leading large-scale operations, driving customer experience with metrics to report. She was last senior director at Jones Lang LaSalle. I think that was her last position, but she'll correct me, where she led a team of 42 people across 3 continents, overseeing a $132 billion portfolio, billion with a B, and implementing enterprise-wide improvements that cut process time by 90%. 90%. She specializes in mapping end-to-end processes to uncover inefficiencies, and she uses data-driven insights and metrics to drive smarter decisions and better customer experiences. So we are really excited to have Charlotte Croog here. I'm gonna add her to the stage right now. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy you're here.
It's always good to see so many smiles. Also, that music was perfect. That's sort of my theme song.
Well, welcome. And hi, Rolanda. Happy Friday to you, my Oklahoma buddy.
So good morning. So thank you so much, first of all, Rolanda, for joining us. And Charlotte, welcome. Welcome to Friday Wins Live. And thank you for being here. And you're kind of amazing. I mean, not only are you amazing to be here, but you brought receipts.
I got some.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, bringing receipts. And she's been in this business. I mean, we said 15 years, but the reality is she grew up in this business, highlighting appraisals, eating her kicks cereal when she was just a toddler in her mom's. And it's funny, a lot of women that we talk to grew up in this business. So it's not really just 15 years experience. It's a lifetime of loving and believing in real estate finance. And so we are super happy to have you here.
Yeah. My mom she was a single mom with 3 daughters, and she had an in-home office. And so she eventually, expanded and moved out of the house. But when I was young, she was in the house, but that glass door was always closed, right? And so the way to get in was to help. And so I'd be faxing bids. She took me to auctions on Saturday mornings. Like it was then that I really saw this amazing industry and also saw the power of a woman-led business in this industry. She was definitely a disruptor. She had the biggest women-owned law firm in the state, and she was competing with these like big men, right? And so it was something to really be seen. As a kid, I probably was more jealous that other people had her time and I didn't. But now that I'm an adult and I can see just how hard she worked and how much it paid off, it's a reason why I'm really passionate about bringing in the next generation of women in this business and supporting women in this business, because we need it.
I think what you said really touched me. You said the way to get in was to help. And that's like still true today, you
Yeah.
know. So that's great. A single mom, my mom also. And so I know what you're saying. My mom worked all the time, but she's a therapist, a mental health clinician. So
You probably
helping
don't want to help her out then.
No. Okay, so we have some questions for Charlotte.
Bring it.
Okay, this week it's my turn for the questions, and I have them prepared right here on my phone. All right, Charlotte, first, tell us what kind of impact you love to make at work.
So I'm super passionate about transforming businesses and also creating and leading cohesive and strong teams. And so for me, what that looks like is layering and integrating technology in very meaningful ways, while also working with the people that are doing the business and doing the work to make sure there's limited disruption to the business and also limited disruption to the humans, right? So you take teams that have been doing the same thing for 10, 15 years, you give them this brand new technology and everybody sort of like stalls because they don't know what to do. And so I think one of my superpowers is really listening to people and working with them and seeing how we can be most successful by doing it from a timely perspective and really communicating that this isn't going to be a quick change, right? Change is hard. Change is never quick. And the most successful change is when you work together and listen to each other. So I hope that in the other positions that I've had, I've left marks as being a positive leader who really supports her teams.
I think that is evidence. You have, I mean, bringing people together and leading teams is all over your resume, CV. And not only that, but we have already heard from people that you have led in the past saying, like, you know, Charlotte is awesome. Here's Dana. Hi, welcome, Dana. She says, Charlotte is wonderful. And we agree.
She was one of my managers in Houston at another job.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Are you ready for our next question?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is an achievement that you are especially proud of?
So there have been a lot, but I think for me, because I'm so passionate about people, one of my biggest challenges was coming into a company that was post-acquisition. And there were a lot of silos. And so particularly there was this one group that was doing the same work, but they had operated in complete silos, different leadership, different everything. And so it was really a challenge to bring together those two groups because we needed to synergize. We needed to be able to create an opportunity to grow. And so I really worked to bring teams together, to increase visibility, to increase the productivity by increasing that visibility. So the first thing I started with was really the managers. So bringing them, we spent a few days in Fort Worth, Texas. We did leadership training. We had our teams do different quizzes so that we learned about their learning styles, their listening styles, so that we could really work with the managers to give them the tools so that they could excel as leaders in their toolkit. Also taking away some of their work that they were still doing from when they had their former jobs. So I think one thing that people don't understand is that when you're a people leader, that takes up 30 to 60% of your day. And so if you don't have the tools to be able to do that and you don't have the time, you're not going to be successful. So in that particular group, that was super important to me. Another thing I did was I created these task forces. So when people said they wanted something to change, I said, great, let's create a task force. Let's go after it. And why don't you lead it? And so by doing that, we were able to create more change in a smaller time period because we had all of these little groups working together. It also helped to build structure and build camaraderie because people were talking and working with each other across the aisle, people they didn't know before. And so it started to slowly break down those walls, break down those silos. We did a lot of cross training, and the task forces were really fun. They gave the leadership opportunity, like I mentioned, but it also led a little bit of competition to see who could finish their thing first. And it was really, really a lot of fun when we realized that we had more similarities than differences. But until you really talk to each other, you'll never find that out. So at the end of the day, that job for me was really successful because I was able to bridge those gaps, to bring the teams together. And we created a really strong, empowered management team that led to analysts who were just really happy to come into work every day amidst all that change.
That's a superpower.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's really important that you made people and created an environment that people are like, I can't wait to go to work. That's an important skill.
Thanks.
Yeah. And leading people, like leading teams post acquisition, that is, I mean, it's like you started with the hardest problem and ended with high performing teams that work together and have fun doing it. I like the task force competition. I like that idea.
Yeah, and I mean, as you can tell, I am very positive, and I'm a pretty big optimist. And so I think that, you know, there's time for work, but we're also humans at the end of the day. And so if we can figure out ways that will motivate us to work, then why not? Why not add fun to it?
Yeah, that's how you're going to get the best results. You know, that's why you're such a good people leader, is you recognize that that it has to be a fun experience and fulfilling.
Yeah.
So congrats to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, what kind of role or environment do you really thrive in?
So I think what's really important to me is to be in an environment where people's voices are heard and where people are seen for who they are, but also what they can bring to the table. And I say that because a lot of times people have so much more to offer, but because their position doesn't allow them to kind of step out of their bounds, or maybe they've had managers that have put them down so much that they just forgot how to speak up. I think it's really important to be in a culture and an environment that rewards people for speaking up, that gives them opportunities like these task forces that I did so that people have leadership opportunities. And, you know, there's no bad idea. The only bad ideas are the ideas that people don't feel comfortable saying. I also want to be in an environment where failures are seen as learning opportunities. I can't tell you how many times somebody came to me and they were really scared and really nervous because something went wrong. And I'd be like, okay, that's tuition. It's just tuition money, right? Like, certainly there's an opportunity there to learn from any mistake that you make. And not everything is a mistake if you turn it into a positive. So for me, having an environment that really encourages people to collaborate, to grow, to not be afraid of growing, and supporting all aspects.
Yeah, you either win or you learn.
Yeah, there's
But really,
no
it's
loss.
always learn. Even if you win, you better be learning. Okay, good. All right, here's my next one. What's something outside of work that shapes how you show up as a leader or a teammate?
So in 2016, I went through a yoga teacher training. And so for those who don't do yoga, it's basically I'm a coach for people that do yoga. And so for me, going through that training really taught me how to see people for not just what they are, but what they're capable of, what I mentioned before. Seeing how different bodies react to different poses really made me learn that everybody's going to react to things differently. You can't just train people one way, right? Some people are visual learners. Some people need to read something. Some people need to practice something together with you. You know, everybody is just so different. And so since I became a yoga teacher, I've really been far more empathetic, far more open. I've learned to listen a lot more than talk. And I think as people leaders, it's an honor and a privilege to be in a position to be able to guide someone's career. We spend so much time at work, and something that I really take to heart as a yoga teacher, talking people through what can be a really hard practice, and teaching them how to meet their edge and how to continue to show up for themselves every day. Those are all tenets that are really, really important in the workspace. And I think sometimes work just becomes this like hard box, and I don't think it needs to be. I think that we can bring enthusiasm and positivity and empathy into work. And that's how people stay. That's why people stay. That's why they're happy, because they have that leadership that they can lean on and trust. And so I would be a completely different person if I hadn't gone through that training, and if I didn't continue to grow also as a yoga teacher. And I try to bring that to work. And I've tried to teach yoga at work. Doesn't work as well, but the qualities of the practice are certainly things that I bring to the table.
Well, you make
Okay,
yoga
good.
sound way more fun
I
than
know.
what I've tried in the past. So maybe I'll try it again.
There's all different types. Like the kind that I teach, it's hot. We play loud pop music. I'm on a mic. It's I couldn't do the kind where you sit and you om and you're in your head the whole time. That would not do well for me.
Yeah, that's the kind that didn't work for me.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. Audra, you can come do a Zoom class of mine.
You're on. I'll do that.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I wanna do it. Okay, so Charlotte is looking for her next role, and if a recruiter or a hiring manager is listening, watching right now, what's one thing that you want them to remember about you?
I want them to remember that I am a passionate people leader, and I am also bilingual in the languages of technology and business. So the place where the technology has been brought in to fix all of the problems, and then they talk to the business and the business doesn't know how to talk to them, bring me in. I'll help you out. I'll bridge those gaps. I think it's really, really important to have somebody that understands both sides of the aisle, because otherwise you get a lot of back and forth and things seem like they're not going to work when they would possibly work if you had somebody that really understood both sides of that. And so that's really where I'm passionate. And also I'm just really excited for my next opportunity. So I never thought that I would be doing escrow operations. I never thought that I would have been doing fintech. And so I don't know where my next role will be, and I'm open to it, and I'm excited to learn and grow. And recruiters, come at me.
Well, and such a good opportunity right now too, because so many are implementing technology that, I mean, the stats say will go nowhere because their people aren't with it. And so it seems like now is a perfect time to bring you in, especially if there are new initiatives that they want to implement. So yeah, now's the time. Okay, I do have one more question, Charlotte.
Okay.
And I don't know if I gave you a heads up about this or not, but
I'm ready.
okay, we have a Spotify playlist that Audra and I have made up, and it is all the guests that we've had on Friday Wins Live. They tell us what their favorite hype song is. And then we play it next Friday before we bring the next guest on. So what's your favorite hype song?
Okay, so this maybe might sound a little strange, but "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, because it's just one of those where like
It's solid. Yep.
number one, like the beat, like you just have to dance. And then also it's fun to try to remember all the lyrics because nobody ever remembers the lyrics and you're just kind of like, da, 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 Doris Day, da, da, da. So it's just one of those that's really fun.
It is a good one. Okay, good. Our Spotify playlist is heating up, Audra.
It is. It's a good one. And it's so eclectic. It's awesome. It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really interesting personalities out there that have great taste in music.
Yeah, for
real. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. Anytime you need help with music, I make playlists for all my yoga classes. And it's like going back to like when I was, on the boombox with the cassette player and the radio was playing a song and you had to like click record like just right. Now it's a lot easier.
Yeah. That's now you don't
I
have
remember
to do
those.
that.
Yeah, the mixtape days. I remember that.
I'm not sure everybody knows what that's about, so we'll have to educate. But now I get to step in. Are you ready for Fast Five? You didn't get to study for these.
Ooh, okay. I'm ready.
All right. Fast Five. All right. What food do you love that everybody judges you for?
Squid salad. That's easy.
Squid salad.
I didn't mean to make that face.
Yeah, no, I know. It's Japanese Korean restaurants, and everybody is like, seaweed salad is like somewhat tolerable, but when I order a squid salad, everybody's like, oh my God, what are you doing? It's basically like ceviche, but with squid. And there's this one place that has it, and it's delicious.
Yeah,
But don't tell my rabbi. I hope my rabbi isn't watching.
You kind of lost me there at squid salad. Seaweed salad, I'm down. Squid, yeah, I lost me. I think.
But ceviche is excellent. So
Yeah.
I'm open to it. I'm open to it.
But it has to be the right place. Don't be careful where you get it.
Okay, we'll follow your lead, Charlotte. We'll go with you. We'll go with you and we'll try it. If your life right now had a title, what would it be?
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I think.
So could we pair it with the movie?
Yeah, because I feel like I've had to either be my own cheerleader or find cheerleaders that support me. And, I didn't know that this is where I would be. And here I am. And every day I'm just like, bring it. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
We'll be your cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excellent cheerleaders.
It's wonderful. I love this group.
Okay. What's the most surprisingly useful thing that you keep in your bag or on your desk?
Okay. Bobby pin. So I have like a weird thing where I hate it when I have like dirt under my fingernails. So is the bobby pin on them? Or like if there's a flyaway, or if I need to get open something, like a bobby pin just does everything.
Crack a lock.
I feel like you have something in your teeth, like maybe a bobby pin. It's not coated.
That's an excellent answer.
I probably might have overshared on the hygiene there, but
you had no prep time, and that's an excellent answer.
Yeah. And Molly's cracking locks. These are things I need to know more about, Molly. And we'll have to talk about this on air if you're cracking locks with Molly.
You need more than one, though. You need two.
Oh, she knows.
Oh. Okay.
I work in property management, so we've got some stories.
Okay, good.
These are things we're definitely talking about off of air, for sure. If you could teleport anywhere for 1 hour, where are you going?
Only 1 hour? That's so sad.
Only an hour.
I think I'd love to go to a temple, in Mexico. Just go to the top of Machu Picchu, maybe a mountain or a pyramid or some really old, amazing place where the bodies are buried underneath and it just has so much history, just to take in the sights and the smells and then just make a sensory memory of it.
That's cool. That's very
that's
cool.
a good answer. Yeah.
Or Atlantis. Because who knows? That might be fun too.
Oh my
Breathing
God,
might
these
be
are
an
such
issue.
out of the box answers. I'm in love with this. Yes.
Charlotte's a very interesting person. We need to hang out more with her.
Yeah.
Come up to Connecticut. We'll have a party. Or actually, let's go to Mexico instead.
Bienvenidos.
Yes. Okay, last one. What's a small thing that instantly makes your day better?
When I can do a small kindness, or when somebody does a small kindness to me. This morning I went to breakfast. I go to this breakfast place that I love, and there's this 92-year-old woman who goes there sometimes, and she asked me to sit at her table with her today. And so we talked about her life, and her parents were born in the 1800s, and so it was just this moment of connection with another human being. And we made a date for next Tuesday to meet again for breakfast. And it's, the small kindnesses or the small moments where you get to connect with somebody that just say yes, right? Just say yes. And so those light up my day.
I love that.
Like I said, we need to hang out with Charlotte more. She's got such an interesting life. We get to hang out with these amazing people. Well,
Maryland's pretty
thank
cool.
you for playing Fast Five. You had some incredible answers.
Thanks. That was really fun. I was scared, but that was really fun.
Never scary questions. Always interesting questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, Charlotte, we wish you all the luck and speed in the world. Someone's going to come and get your next opportunity lined up in no time. And we are excited to watch you soar. We're excited to watch your next step.
And I can't thank you two enough. Athena's counsel has been nothing short of life-changing. If any woman out there is thinking that you're alone, please reach out, because in the short time that I've been involved in this group, my optimism, when I say bring it on, you guys are my cheerleaders, and the other women in the group are my cheerleaders. So thank you so much for building this and growing it. And you're just doing amazing work out here. So thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank
For
you for being
with
our
us.
guest.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone who joined us today and is cheering us on. We can't do this without you. So thanks for being here.
Happy Friday, everybody. Go kill the weekend.
Happy Friday, everyone. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.